Bill Gates hands you his credit card and says grab me a Snickers and get something for yourself. What are you buying? I'd like to say a house or something like that, but in reality I'd just get a Take 5 bar. Intellectuals recognize that Take 5 is the superior chocolate bar. Superior in every way possible. Wars will be fought over Take 5 bars in the apocalyptic world. I'm so non-creative I'd probably buy like 2 Snickers bars for myself and would be full of adrenaline knowing I took advantage of a billionaire. You dirty dog. Filthy whore. Another Snickers. Snickers but the company not the candy. Mars, the owner of Snickers, is the largest candy company in the world. Privately owned and worth in excess of $100 billion. Bill could just about cover it though, and you get all of the other candy they make as well. Seems like a decent plan to me. A Snickers. I don't want him to think him after his money. Then he'll seduce and marry him and take half of everything. Melinda Gates has entered the chat. Melinda Gates gets her ass kicked out the chat. If he is asking for a Snickers, he probably won't be Bill Gates when he eats it. You aren't you when you're hungry. Better, an alternate version of Steve Jobs. Better, apostrophe. I appreciate they are the figureheads, but equating them feels so dirty to me. Bill was technically gifted genius. Steve was the greatest marketing man of all time, nothing more. It's still a great thing, but it's not Bill. Given that credit card fraud is a serious crime and Bill can afford all the lawyers at once leaving me with none, I'ma buy him the Snickers with my own money and tell him between mouthfuls of my own candy bar the store needed a pin, but not to worry about it. For $1.25 I just potentially bought my way into Bill Gates' good books. Edit. Holy heck, the replies to this. This edit may very well get me kicked off or deleted. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm an unemployed bae with office experience in the GTA. Currently looking to fix the first part of that. Feel free to slide into my DMs if you're interested. Got. I remember when a Snickers was a quarter. Anything's a quarter if you're brave enough. Microsoft. I'll have 1 Snickers and 1 Microsoft please. Yes, all in the same bag is fine. A bag of Sour Patch Kids. Those kids are so good. Never again say that. A bag of Sour Patch Kids. 100 grand. Dad. Granddad. Jerky. Cause he can afford that fancy shit. What is he? Made of money? He may indeed just be a scarecrow stuffed with large bills. Hence the name Bill Gates. I buy nothing except the Snickers. I give the card back to him, and through some light conversation he notices my extreme knack for money managing. He hires me, and as I work my way to the top of the company I get to know him even better. A few years later though he untimely passes away due to a heart attack. As I walk up to the side of his casket I notice through blurred eyes that flowers are not sitting on his chest, rather a small brown package with a note stating, "I never got to pay you back." And as I pick it up out slides a Snickers bar. Using the energy I gain from the Snickers bar, I break into Tiffany's at midnight. Do I go for the vault? No, I go for the chandelier. It's priceless. As I'm taking it down, a woman catches me. She tells me to stop. It's her father's business. She's Tiffany. I say no. We make love all night. In the morning, the cops come, and I escape in one of their uniforms. I tell her to meet me in Mexico, but I go to Canada. I don't trust her. Besides, I like the cold. 30 years later, I get a postcard. I have a son and he's the chief of police. This is where the story gets interesting. I tell Tiffany to meet me in Paris by the Trocadero. She's been waiting for me all these years. She's never taken another lover. I don't care. I don't show up. I go to Berlin. That's where I stash the chandelier. I swear I've read this somewhere. Another Snickers. I want to gain his trust, make him write in his will I will inherit his company. Then, cough, remove him. Edit. Billify every apply to work at Microsoft. This is just satire. You are a great guy who does lots for charity and people in need. I like your cooperations with Mark Roberts, pretty cool. Bill probably will read this. Marginally more likely if we tag him. /u/thesis Billgats. hot Cheetos and give his card back out of respect. But make sure your fingers are caked in Cheeto dust when you return it. A former coworker of mine refers to the stuff as Cheetle, pronounced like Don Cheadle. Just something fun to brighten your day. Let's be realistic. If Bill Gates gives me his credit card to get him a Snickers and tells me to get something for myself, I'm going to splurge and get something really good. I'm getting a package of those donuts that have an assortment of plain, powdered, and sugared. Hell, I may even give him one of my donuts. A Milky Way or king-size Twix. Bill Gates is rich, but I don't know if he could afford to buy an entire galaxy, maybe a solar system or two. But not a galaxy. If we are, however, shopping in my country, where else am I going to meet Bill Gates? He could totally buy a galaxy, probably a 360G bar. I believe he would know it as Dove chocolate. I'm a Three Musketeers man myself, so I'd opt for one of those. I'd rather a wealthy man see me as a humble guy who's not shady AF than to get a one-time big item and have him view me as a scuzz. Wealthy people don't often give opportunities to people they can't trust. Got them fat smart. He'd then trust you and like you, and you'd become his right-hand man, eradicating the world of polio and coronavirus like the two best friends there ever were. Insulin. Probably a sparkling water and maybe a bag of cashews or something. What he was implying I was authorized to use the card on is pretty clear, and credit fraud is a felony. What a serious guy. I can tell by your choice of snack. Cashews are a sensible and delicious snack. A candy bar or drink. Being a dick would be more risk than it is worth, and being a nice person to another guy who is reputably very nice would, at the very least, cost you nothing. Yeah, even though he's one of the richest men alive, it would still be taking advantage of him to buy anything other than a snack or something else small. Also plain rude. If I'm not abusing my power, a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. If my abusing my power, 4 pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Sorry Bill. The only vending machine I could find was at the Ferrari dealership. Hey, don't get pissed. You were the one who said something for myself. Define canned. The only true answer. Entirely unrelated, but my friend's dad used to do this. Specifically asking for a Snickers. We always kind of congregated at his house and his dad was very much like a father figure to a lot of us. Rip Mount. Releases anything. Yes. Just yes. Score bar. Maybe a Butterfinger. Releases fast break. Best candy bar ever. So I'm not the only one who feels this way. Fellow fast break enthusiast, I so rarely find other people that specifically like them, and they're actually pretty hard to find. Reese's has come up with a bunch of other ridiculous different candy bars lately that compete for shelf space and have pushed out the fast break for various pale imitators. There is no substitute for the perfection that is the Reese's fast break. Coffee crisp. What are you? A nice light snack. An identical Snickers for myself. He'll see that I'm honest and trustworthy and maybe hook me up with a good job. I'm going to politely request that Microsoft doesn't shut down their certs program in June. My husband has been studying for ages, and after completing his second test for his mix, literally 20 minutes later Microsoft announced that they are killing it in June. So anyone who wants to be certified with exams that take 18+ months study, have 3 months or just have to give up. I know Gates isn't in charge, but he could kick Sasha in the ass for his cloud-based shit. Okay, but what are you getting with his card? Just the Snickers. Want to be on his good side. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.